Once I've got my bug drawing and I'm happy with it, I start rubbing out all of the extra lines, so my sketchy lines, and then I can add tone. I start with the darkest colour, so quite a dark shade, and I tend to layer up my colours to get a darker shade because I don't like pressing on too hard. So you can see that I'm doing lots of layers to get that really, really dark colour. The reason I start with the dark is because if I start with the lighter areas, I tend to not be a bit scared to go with a darker colour. So I like to start dark and then kind of it helps me get all of the tones on my tonal ladder into the drawing. I'm looking at where the lights are. So on the side of the beetle that I'm doing now, it's a really, really light bit. There's a huge highlight, but there's still detail within that tone. So I'm trying to look at what what I can see on the beetle, all the individual tones. I mean, just on that little middle section that I've done now, I've got a massive range of tones. And so I kind of carry on doing that the whole time, really looking at my drawing and seeing where the darks are, where the lights are, so that I can try and get a really nice, accurate and 3D drawing. This takes quite a while to do, just because there is so much detail in there. And I'm constantly kind of having to almost correct my drawing as well. So there are a couple of details that I'm having to add in, things that I'm kind of correcting as I go along where I'm colouring. So lots of people in year 7 pointed out that my eyes looked like they were in the bug rather than on the outside of the bug. So when I've coloured them in, I've tried to correct that. And I'm just constantly reviewing and correcting. So you might notice that I'm using my pencil in the same direction all the time. So I'm constantly going from top to bottom. I'm not going across the beetle. That is to make my beetle look smooth and almost like it's shiny. So when you've got lots of marks going in different directions, it kind of jars your eye in some way. So I tend to do when it depends what I'm drawing. If I'm drawing something curved, I might do really curved lines, but on this, because I'm trying to get that smooth effect, I want to do it really, really nice and smooth with the lines on the shell. So I'm trying to keep all of my lines going in the same direction and then blend them together to get a more smooth appearance. And I'm also using my pencil in really different ways. So I'm using my pencil here because I'm pressing quite hard. I'm holding it right at the bottom. When I coloured the other side in, because it's a lot lighter, I was holding it further up because I find that helps me press lighter. And I constantly change the way I'm holding the pencil. I also tend to add tone in certain areas and kind of go from the middle and then work out. So now I've gone from the middle and I'm now putting tone onto the legs. And the legs are a lot darker than the rest of the body. So I try and get that right. And you can see I rubbed something out there because I'm still constantly correcting what I'm doing. So now I've finished my bug, and I really like the way he sticks over the page, and it's next to my bee, and I've got it all, and the presentation is looking really nice. I'm really happy with it.